So the moment has arrived. Your kid has come to you eyes wide and asked for a drone. Maybe it's for their birthday, maybe it's for the holidays. And you're probably thinking, okay, what now? I mean, it sounds like a super cool, high-tech toy, but let's be honest, it also sounds a little nerve-wracking. Well, don't you worry. We're going to break down everything a mom needs to know to make a really smart and, most importantly, a safe choice.
All right, so let's just get right to it. This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Is this even a good idea? Because on one hand, you can totally picture the absolute joy on their face when they open that box. But on the other hand, you're probably also picturing it, crashing right into your neighbor's window. It's this total mix of excitement and, very real concern. And we are absolutely going to tackle both sides of that coin.
A big part of the confusion here is that the word drone means so many different things. I mean, look at this. It could be this tiny little thing that fits in the palm of your hand, basically a flying toy, or it could be this super serious piece of equipment that looks like it belongs on a Hollywood movie set. It's a huge range, and the first step is just figuring out which corner of this drone universe is actually right for your kid.
So to figure that out, we've got to learn a little bit of the lingo. It can feel like you're trying to learn a whole new language, I know, but I promise it's actually pretty simple once you know a couple of key phrases. This is what's going to help you understand what in the world you're looking at on the box. Okay, first up, and maybe the most important, three letters you'll see, RTF. It stands for Ready to Fly, and what that really means is peace of mind for you. It means you're not going to be scrambling around on Christmas morning or on their birthday trying to find some special battery or a missing controller. Everything you need is right there in the box. For a first drone, trust me, RTF is the only way to go.
This next feature, headless mode, sounds kind of weird, but it is an absolute lifesaver for beginners. So picture this. Your kid is flying the drone away from them, and they push the stick left, the drone goes left. Simple. But what happens when they turn it around and fly it back towards them? Suddenly, the controls are backward. Left is right, and right is left. It's super confusing, and honestly, it's how most first flights end in a crash. Headless mode totally fixes that. No matter which way the drone is facing, left is always left. It is a game changer for kids.
Okay, now for a big reality check. Flight time. Drone batteries do not last very long. I mean, for the cheaper toy-style drones, you might only get 5 to 10 minutes of airtime before it needs to be recharged. Yeah, that's it. So here's my pro mom tip. Buy extra batteries. Seriously, have 2 or 3 charged up and ready to go, otherwise the fun is going to be over before it even really starts.
All right, now that we've got the lingo down, let's get to the real heart of it all. The big question. Balancing the incredible fun of these things with the very real risks. Because you really have to understand both sides of this to make a good call.
First, let's talk about the awesome part. Because a drone isn't just another remote control car. It's a flying camera. Just think about it for a second. You could capture these amazing videos of your family picnic from way up high. Or get a group shot at a reunion where, for once, everyone is actually in the picture. You can see your own house, your own neighborhood, from a perspective you've never seen before. The creative potential is it's huge.
Okay, and now we have to talk about the serious side. I know this is a really tough thing to read, and it's jarring, but it's so important that we're honest about the real-world risks. Those little propellers, they spin incredibly fast. Even on a small toy drone, they can cause a serious injury. Now, the point here isn't to scare you out of it, but it's to really drive home why safety has to be priority number 1. Period.
And that wasn't just some one-off freak accident. These things have happened. A woman in Seattle was knocked out cold. An 11-month-old baby was hit in the face while she was in her stroller. A reporter got his chin cut during some weird TGI Fridays promotion. And, you probably remember this one, pop star Enrique Iglesias sliced his fingers open right on stage. It just goes to show you, when things go wrong, people really can and do get hurt.
Okay, let's flip this around. Knowing the risks isn't about being scared, it's about being smart. It empowers us to pick a drone that dials down those risks way, way down. So the question becomes, how do you pick a drone that's super fun but also built from the ground up with safety in mind for your kid? When you're shopping around and comparing different drones, you need to put on your safety goggles. You're not just looking for the cool features like flips and tricks, you're hunting for the protective features. You want stuff that's going to protect your child from the drone, and let's be real, protect the drone from your child. Because, and I say this with love, crashes are going to happen. It's just a fact of life.
And if you only remember one single safety feature from this whole thing, please let it be this one: propeller guards. They are so simple. It's just a little ring of plastic, but they put a physical barrier between those whirring blades and, well, everything else. Fingers, faces, the dog, the living room lamp. For a kid's first drone, these are absolutely 100% non-negotiable.
So think of this as your safety checklist when you're shopping. Number 1, does it have a return to home button? This is amazing. If the drone loses signal or flies too far, it uses GPS to fly right back to where it took off. 2, does it have sensors to avoid obstacles so it won't just slam into a tree? 3, is it made of tough stuff like durable plastic that can handle a few rough landings? And 4, can you actually buy spare parts for it, because you will need new propellers? A drone that checks these boxes is a much, much smarter buy.
Okay, let's make this real with a couple of examples. On one side, you've got something like the Ruco F11 Mini. Think of this as the perfect learner drone. It's affordable, it has that key GPS return to home feature, and it's great for figuring out if your kid is really into this without breaking the bank. Then on the other side, you have the DJI Mini 4 Pro. This is a big step up. Yeah, it costs a lot more, but you're getting top-of-the-line safety, like sensors that see in every direction and a camera that's basically professional quality. So the choice really comes down to your budget and how serious your kid is about this. Is it a fun toy or the first step to becoming a filmmaker?
So let's say you've done it. You found the perfect, safe drone. Awesome. But your job as the mom isn't quite done. The drone is just the tool. Now comes the most important part: setting the rules of the sky. This is where you lay the foundation for them to be a safe, responsible pilot.
That's right. I want you to think of yourself as the chief pilot of the family. You might not even be the one flying it, but you are absolutely in charge of safety. And setting clear, firm rules from flight number 1 doesn't make you a buzzkill, it makes you a fantastic flight instructor.
And rule number 1 is actually a legal requirement. In the US, anyone flying a drone for fun, and that includes your kid, has to get what's called a trust certificate. Now, don't let the word certificate or test freak you out. It's not like the SATs. It's a free safety quiz you take online. It takes maybe 30 minutes. You basically can't fail. Honestly, it's a great thing for you and your kid to sit down and do together to learn the basics.
Okay, besides that official stuff, here are 3 super simple house rules for every single flight. Rule 1, we only fly in big open spaces. That means far away from people, buildings, and trees. And you always have to be able to see the drone. No exceptions. Rule 2, we are amateur meteorologists now. We check the weather. If it's raining or super windy, nope, the drone stays inside. And Rule 3, we respect people's space. A good rule of thumb is to stay at least 25 feet away from anyone who isn't flying with you. That's it. Simple, clear, and it keeps everyone safe.
So here we are back at the big question. As you can see, a drone isn't really a gift you just unwrap and forget about. It's more like a new skill, a new responsibility that you and your child take on together. But now, you have the information you need to make a really good decision. So, what's it going to be? Are you about to get your kid their first pilot's license? Or is it time to start looking for a different present? You've got this. The choice is yours.